So I'm sure most of you have heard my little spiel, but I'll just go through it again. We came around to building better for in a completely different journey. We came back to Christchurch after spending 10 years in America and in Europe, and we chose Addington because it was kind of grungy and had the industrial heritage, and it wasn't sterile, so we thought, and it had a railway station, so we thought this is going to be a great suburb. It's next to Fenwick Park and close to the centre. Prison had just closed, and we were completely wrong. It's been a great suburb for 10 years until the earthquakes hit, and we were lucky enough that there was no damage here. But one of the big things was, after spending a lot of time in Europe and in Asia, it was 10 years in spread over Asia, Europe and the States, was good cities had more people, good density, and so when we started building homes, we were simply knocking down a house and building 3 or 4 homes. And if you're going to put 3 or 4 homes together, they needed to be noise proof. And so we started to come around to insulation and building better from a different direction. It was really a financial decision, because we wanted people not to be terrified of noise coming through the walls and people coughing or shagging or fighting. This is one of New Zealand's great fears, which is why we all think we have to be in single dwellings. Standalone dwellings is still our dream. And I've just been in South Korea a couple of weeks ago. Busan, which is the second biggest city in South Korea, same size as Christchurch in terms of area. Christchurch has 270 people per square kilometre, and they have 4,000. So, you go into every business, every bus, every restaurant, they're all packed and busy, the economy's booming. We go into the only places that tend to succeed in Christchurch are places with good coffee. All the restaurants are empty, all the bars are struggling, because New Zealand's just got this over fascination with housing. We've got this focus on housing, whereas in our opinion, it should be, you should have a good house, it should be healthy and efficient, and you shouldn't have to worry about it. You should just go do your thing, instead of us having this total frustration with a shitty building code and shitty developers selling crap and calling it good. So instead of, and Bob's gone, which we have huge respect for what he's done, he's tried to advocate for better building, whereas we're kind of way too lazy for that. We just thought we'd just do one project at a time and build better, and we've been doing it for over 20 years now, and it's culminated in these great projects which you saw on the tour. So our next project, we've got about a dozen projects in development or under construction, and we kind of aim just between base and better. The best is really for custom builders, and their budgets are, no one's going to buy a spec house built to the best level, because it's got to be customised for them. So our sort of, our space is just building base better. We kind of, because we're developers, are really financial decisions as well. So we end up keeping a lot of our homes as rentals, and building better can pay, because there's a lot of rentals out there that in winter can be $400 or $500 a month in power. So whereas we tend to include power in ours, knowing that if you've got an extra $100 a week in rent, we charge people, let's say it's $50 a week for power. It only costs us $10 because we put solar panels on and cover all of that cost. So if you get an extra $50 a week, that roughly translates to being able to spend $50,000 more on the building. So it does, by doing that efficiency, not only are you benefiting the tenants, they're getting a healthier home at no more than they pay for a crappy home. we're able to get a return on using better windows, doing better insulation, doing better ventilation systems, as well as it being a healthier home. So, and yeah, thank you.